What's going on, guys? My name is Brian Lopez from Consulting Nerd. And before I jump into this presentation, let me start by saying I know where you're at. You're probably skeptical, thinking, what is this guy going to teach me that I don't already know? And what I want you to know is just like you're an expert at what you do, we are absolute experts at what we do. And that is converting cold traffic and turning them into customers. And that is the exact system we'll be implementing in your boutique today. With that being said, I'm going to jump into this presentation here and explain how what we are doing is different from anything you've done in the past. If you're looking for a predictable system to acquire brides without relying on any of the old advertising methods that don't work, then you're in the perfect place. We are in the business of helping boutique owners like yourself scale their boutique, and we're looking to partner with boutiques who are serious about growing. With that being said, let's jump into what we are doing and how what we are doing is different than anyone else. So with what you probably seen in the past, you see people doing Google Ads, SEO, Facebook, and all that stuff is great, but ultimately it has its ups and downs. Everything has its pros and cons. So what we are doing is a hybrid of all of those things. So what you've probably seen in the past, you've been on Amazon, you've been shopping for a pair of boots or some sunglasses, you've been looking up something online and you've been shopping for it. Then all of a sudden you go back to Facebook or Instagram, some type of social media, and what do you see? You see the exact same product that you were just looking for. Obviously, that's not by accident. Someone did that on purpose and they retargeted you as a buyer for that product. That's exactly what we are doing for your brides that are searching things related to a bride that's looking for a dress. Then we are retargeting those brides on social media, where it's a lot cheaper to acquire that contact information. We're finding brides in your area looking up exact touch points, exact keywords, and we're looking for those keywords to be something related to purchasing a dress. So we're finding brides where the intent is very high. I know some of you know Google Ads. It's a great product, but ultimately it's very expensive just to acquire clicks. What we're doing, we're getting that intent of a Google ad lead and retargeting them on social media where we know they're going to go back and return to. So we're acquiring that information for a lot cheaper. So that's the beauty of our system, the intent of a Google lead ad with the price of a social media ad lead. So once again, my name is Brian Lopez, and for the last 4 to 5 years, our main goal has been to help business owners like yourself implement the exact system that we have mastered. So once again, we have mastered cold traffic. So that's the system that we are teaching you today. That way you don't have to rely on any referrals or any outside business. You're fully autonomous. You have a lead generation predictable machine to generate brides at scale, and a sales partner who is holding you accountable throughout the whole sales process. So that way you can become a business owner and run things at a 30,000 foot level, and not someone who is constantly bootstrapping and getting things done on a daily basis. Our specialty is bridal boutiques, and if that's you, then you're in luck. We can absolutely help blow your business out of the water like never before. So this is a landing page. So once we have targeted that bride through behaviorals on search engine, then we show them ads on social media. We show them some type of offer. Okay, we show them some offer on social media, and we redirect them to a one-page website, also known as a landing page. Here we have a form where they fill out their information. Once they submit this, they're redirected to the second page, which is an online booking calendar. It's a soft booking, meaning you can reschedule them to fit your schedule. So right now we're seeing anywhere between 15 to 25% of the girls that come in request an appointment. After they have submitted that or the other form and not request an appointment, then we actually start the conversation on your behalf. We start communicating with the bride, start developing rapport, sending your pictures, sending your content that gets them to know and like us. Um, Throughout this journey, it's very important that we know the bride journey, depending on where she's at. So we're sending her voicemail drops, which is a recorded voicemail that she receives automated. We're sending her text. We're sending them helpful content, brochures. We're educating them on different styles of gowns. So they're really starting to like us because the bride wants to be heard, and by us communicating with her and really, you know, giving her opening up a channel of communication with us. It's really starting to develop rapport while your team is in consults, while your team is focused on closing. And what that does is that alleviates and takes pressure off your staff, because that way when they come in and pick up the bride, she's already started a conversation with us. She likes us. We're developing rapport, and so ultimately that helps your staff and alleviates pressure from following up or being stuck to the computer to follow up with them. So our program comes with a training for your staff, also lead handling, how we can handle brides and guide them through their journey. So I do want to talk about Michelle. So before we started working with Michelle, she was relying on, the first years in her business, she would only worked on referrals, word of mouth, and that type of marketing, ultimately, it's a very high close rate because it's people that know you, but it's not scalable. There's not a way you can scale referrals and word of mouth. So she also tried things like ads, SEO, bridal events, and all those, at the end of the day, Wedding Wire and The Knot, there's no way to creatively stand out amongst the boutiques. All the boutiques are doing the same thing. So that's why we take a different approach. And so we don't compete with other boutiques. So after she opened up, this is after COVID, from April 26th to June 6th, she had 175 appointments, and she went on to close 67 of those brides in 43 days. So this all was done through our methods, and so now she's actually opening up a third location after COVID. She's actually opening up a third location, which we're already filling up her calendar as well. So this method will produce you exclusive opportunities. Okay, and I know sometimes in The Knot and Wedding Wire, some of these opportunities are fake or they don't respond. So this allows you to have your own opportunities. It allows you to not compete with other bridal shops. We're exclusive on a 40-mile radius. This allows you to get reliable business year around, no matter what time of year it is. I hear some boutiques saying, hey, it's June and July, we have to wait until September because it's not going to be busy. And we're actually still, seeing an increase in brides. We're still running ads and acquiring them and having, appointments throughout all our boutiques from LA to Houston to Florida. So this method will also allows you to focus on your task while we text your brides, and when they do respond, we let you know, we notify you after they have responded, which is when you come in. So this method allows you to get a foot up and dominate your local market. So today I'm going to introduce you to the Trust Brand Offer. So this Trust Brand Offer is, with everything going on, we know it's very hard for boutique owners to make any type of decisions, that could, it's already kind of slow, and so if you make a decision that investing into a company, it could be very, it can be very risky. So that's why we created the trust brand offer, so we can take all the risk on our end. So before we know, before the other reason we do this trust brand offer is that we want to know if there's a good fit between us. So we are so confident in our system that we will actually plug you in for 10 days. And so this will allow you to see if your team, your boutique is a right fit. It's kind of like when you go purchase a vehicle. You know, you want to see if you can drive it, you can park it, you want to test it out before you commit. That's the same thing we are doing here. So we want to show value up front, and it's, you know, a win-win situation, because at the end of the day, we know if we're going to be a good fit in 10 days. If not, then we can part ways as friends. So this offer specifically for growth-minded business owners who want a sustainable way of acquiring brides at scale. So obviously, since we're taking all the risk, we have to have some type of parameters. We have to make sure that you qualify for this offer. So who is this offer for? So since we are looking for boutique owners to partner with, we want to make sure that that your team. Well, the biggest thing for us is your team. Making sure that you have a team that can handle, our brides coming in. The other thing that we want is that you are located in the top 300 cities. If you're located in a small city, it's very hard for us to get results in a small town. We want you also to only focus on bridal. If you focus on too many different things, we can't position you as the expert, as the authority in your market. So very important that you focus on bridal gowns. 4 stars across all your platforms. Very important that we generate a bride that the girl's not going to go look and say, oh, they only have 3 stars, and then we lose the bride because of that. So that's very important for us. You need to have a capacity of 20 to 30, be able to take on 20 to 30 appointments every single month. And then on the call, we would actually go through your sales process. We want to hear more about your sales process right now, and see what that looks like. So if this sounds like you, please book a time to speak with me. We'll hop on a call. We'll actually show you more about like what we're doing. I'm a very visual person, so that's what the Zoom call would be for. So we can hop on, learn more about the micro of what we do, and learn more about your team, your boutique, where you're at right now, and what your goals are. So yeah, that's what the offer is. We're taking all the risk on this trust brand offer, because we know that the system works. And if you have a good boutique, and you have a good product, and you have a good team, and you live in a good city, then it's a good fit. I mean, it's like a good fit. We want to take all the risk. We want to build out the complete landing pages for you, and plug you into our system for 10 days. And in 10 days, we know you learn more about how it is to work with us and more about the system. So if that's you, then I'll see you on a call. Take care.